Hey everyone, it's Pat from Pat Dave Music. Now this is the first video in our new series, Suggested Saturday. Now if you commented before, I tried to include as many comments on the last video where I asked for suggestions. In this video, studio tours, harmonic songs, heavy songs, all this different stuff, it's going to be in this one video, and anything that I lift out will be in the next one. But if I didn't do something that you want to see, you want to learn something about music, you want to learn something about me, about the house, you want to do something crazy, leave a comment below and we'll add it into the next video. Let's start with the studio tour. Okay, so coming in, let's do a studio tour. If you want to see a house tour, definitely leave a comment below. So, I'm very, very lucky to have so many things in this studio, and we're going to go through all of them right now. So, let's start with my amp. So, this is my main amp. It is my Iron Duke. I've actually got another custom handmade red amp in the living room, but leave a comment below if you want to see the full house tour next time. So it's a 50 watt head, it's 2 channels, but it's actually, you can change the different modes to make it 4 channels. So you've got clean on one side with blues as well, and then on the other side you've got a sort of classic crunch, but you can also have metal setting as well. Now, the rest of the studio is nowhere near as clean as this head. I had this head, I really wanted white. I think white looks amazing, so I had it designed in white, and had the transformers upgraded, so the clean headroom is the clean channel. It can only be clean and never distorts or breaks up. The rest of the studio is a little bit messy, so let's go over it anyway. We've got my Strandberg, of course. Really nice, just talking to Ola when I first got the Strandberg. Such a nice guy to deal with. The whole company, everyone's lovely. Really, really happy with that guitar. And still will be doing in the next sort of month sort of a review now that I've had it about a year. Over at the instrument rack, we've got another custom-made guitar. I don't play this one often. It's a heavy beast. It's got a rosewood top. It's very pretty. It's signed by Dream Theater and Joe Satriani at the top. Massive, thick ebony board that goes all the way from the pickup under the nut there and all the way to the top. Amazing, really nice guitar. There's the keytar that I really should play more, but I can't really play keys, so I might get Jess in at some stage to play that a little bit more and to do some review. Then there's my little Schecter, cheeky Schecter, hanging out there. Then I've blown through a few lights. I keep buying cheap lights. I really do need to upgrade my lights, so I bought 2 little lights. As you can see, I've been a little bit lazy. I need to put the umbrellas on, but we'll get to that at some stage. Now, organization, I bought these things from IKEA, these bookshelves, a little while ago. I like them. So at the moment, organization, we've got all different sort of GoPro and sort of traveling mics and traveling gear. Then we've got lenses, different things that break. We've got different sort of arms and holders and adapters and things. All of my microphones and leads, all of the different sort of tools when I'm sort of setting up my different guitars. My brother is a director. He makes movies, so this was from one of his movies called Blender. Different music books and studying books and all of that jazz. Then heading over to Pedal Land. I've been very lucky over the years to work with some amazing companies like D'Addario, Planet Waves, Walrus Audio, even Earthquaker devices, which I really need to spend more time in. I just felt like I couldn't quite do them justice, so I wanted to wait a little while longer. And heaps by Walrus Audio. Iron Audio that I've really, Adam, I'm so sorry. I made a demo, but it really wasn't good enough, so I need to make another one of those. MI make effects as well, so same amp company. You've got the red crunch box there at the end, and lots of different mics and that sort of stuff. Now, computer-wise, this has been my main computer for about 6 years. Really, really do need to upgrade, and hey, there's an upgrade coming next week. So excited, yeah. My main sort of desktop is this computer that I actually built, where it's actually a, cough. It's a Hackintosh, so it's not it's running Apple, but it's not supposed to be running Apple. Then we've got a 11 rack down there that I do for a lot. We've got some nice photos of myself and Jess that I really need to put up. That coffee cup, of course, always drinking black coffee. And let's head over. I will put up the specs of the computer if you are curious. Then we've got my sort of B-roll camera. So it's got the Rode video mic on the top. That's really just for scratch audio. But if you're doing vlogs and you've got the camera like this far apart, like arm's length apart, it's actually pretty good. The sound's pretty good. I think they're only about 50, 60 bucks. So really, really good little mic there. So my old Canon D, it's what 60D, it's what I first sort of started filming my channel with. Highly recommend getting those cameras. It's great. You can get them secondhand quite cheap. That's sort of the B-roll or the zoomed in acoustic stuff. I've got my little laptop, my MacBook Air, that I use for all my teaching, and when I'm making videos, I'll make some notes so I don't forget. Then we've got my girlfriend's piano, well, one of her pianos, I should say. We've got a lot of different pianos. And that's pretty much it for now. But there is so many changes going on. We're about to move house in the next 2 months. I'm changing desks. I'm also changing my whole sort of setup. This computer will go. We're going to go down to 1 monitor. Then next year we're going to upgrade monitors. But that's a quick studio tour. If you want to see a house tour, definitely leave a comment below and we can go through that next time. As you can see, it's a big work in progress, but we're certainly getting there. There's a few massive changes that are coming on board just in the next couple of months, so can't wait for you to see that. Even there's a big change next week, so for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I might actually share some behind the scenes stuff next week. I'm so excited. Finally upgrading this rig behind me. It's been 6 years, but you'll see that on Instagram. Okay, so diving in, let's check out a harmonic song. This is just something really quick I put together, thought it'd be lots of fun. So when you play harmonics, you're using, well, you can use any finger, but you play your finger on top of the fret. So instead of in between the frets, on top of the fret, and you're not actually pushing down on the string, you're just resting it, so it's sitting there ever so slightly. And then you pick, and then you move your finger up, and let the harmonic ring out. Now there's certain spots that are gonna sound better, and there's gonna be more harmonics than others. So what I would do is, just to get started, I would go over every fret and find out where the strongest harmonics are if you were to write your own song. But for today, let's use the harmonic just next to the 7th fret and just after the 12th fret. So you could say between the 7th and 8th fret and between the 12th and 13th fret. So here's a little bit of the song. Okay, so we're basically jumping between those 2 different harmonics that we spoke about before. So above the 7th fret and above the 12th fret. So I'll just practice getting those harmonics. Try laying your fingers down, playing all the strings, letting them ring out. It's got that really lovely overtones there. So really what I was playing is I was playing the 7th fret, then the 12th, then dropping back to the 7th on the next string down. I'll just practice that to begin with. After you've got that, repeat again. Then back to the 12th again. Drop down a string with your pinky. Once you've got that, try and drop down. This time you're above the D string. You can play the D string, G string, B string, and E string until it just rings out. And then let's check it out. And you can move your finger 1 string at a time, you can lay it down. Up to you. And really, I was just sort of improvising on those little notes. But it's up to you, have a bit of fun. Next, we've been asked to check out a full song. So this is the majority of a full song. The main reason I don't do full songs is it takes so long. And really, there's so many other awesome YouTube channels that do full songs anyway. I try to do something different, but let's do pretty much a full song. We're gonna do 3 Little Birds by Bob Marley. Dive in. Chords you need to know are A, D, and E. Now you can play this, if you're just sort of starting out, maybe just play 1 chord. Or if you've been playing for a little while, try and add like an up strum. How I'm getting that is I'm hitting, but just resting my palm, so it gets that muted sound. And then I'm strumming up to move my hand up. So it just adds a little bit of rhythm there. Let's check the song out. Let's check it out really quickly, just a quick tutorial, but hopefully you can have some fun with it. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile within the rising sun. The three little birds perched by my doorstep, swinging sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry. Back into the chorus there. Very quick tutorial. Hope that was fun. Next one. Okay, so next is a finger picking tutorial. So you don't need to pick anymore. What I would be doing is I'll be using your thumb, first finger, second finger, and third finger. All I would do is practice the C chord, and what you want to do with this hand is you want to rest your thumb on top of the A string and your other fingers under the D, under the G, and under the B. Just practice that. So you've got that C chord. So practice playing, then getting your fingers back in position, then bring it together. Now this is a nice little song, so it's just going to be using that same sort of pattern. So you play the C chord, then you take off your third finger, move your second finger up a string, drop your second finger, then raise your second finger up again. So back to the C chord, third finger off, second finger up, second finger down, second finger up. Once you've got that progression, put it together. You can even add in little melodies with your pinky. Very good. Okay, did you work out what song it was? Song of Storms, in one of my all-time favorite games, Ocarina of Time. So good. If you haven't played it on the Nintendo 64, on the 3DS, definitely check it out, man. It's so good. Love it to bits. So diving in, it's a tricky one. You want your third finger on the 12th fret of the D string. Then your first finger there on the 10th fret, string below. A little bit unorthodox, but I reckon use your second finger on the 10th fret of the E string. That'll make sure you can get it nice and clean. Almost sounds like World of Imagination, yeah? Then third finger on the 12th fret, pinky, 12th, pinky. What we've got so far. Then pinky up to the 13th, then first finger back to the 10th. So that's really the first half of the song. Then keeping your first finger there on the 10th fret of the B string, then back up to the 12th fret D string. So let's do that part again, 10th. Up to the 12th on the D string, 10th fret string below G, then 12th fret, 10th fret, then 10th fret again, 10th fret, up a string, 12th, 9th. I'll play that second part. It's a bit of a pause between, and I've put in some marks just for vibrato. And just that last section. There you go. Is there any more different video game songs you want to learn? Let me know. Leave a comment. Okay, next we're looking at palm muting. All right, so palm muting, I know I've got an acoustic, but the technique is still the same. So what you want to do is I'll have a bit of a close-up of my palm. So you're muting with the thickest part of your palm. So you want that to rest on the strings. What I would do is just have the pick sitting on top of the 6th string like that, if you can see that. And your palm is just resting on all the other strings. And just Just strum that. So now that you've got that, try adding some rhythm. Maybe have the open power chord and then mute 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Or even try and play between 2 chords at an unmuted strum. And even it just thickens up if you're playing normal chords. Very percussive technique. You can use it for to add a little bit, a little bit more rhythm, a little bit more something exciting when you're playing. Works great on heavy guitars, works great on acoustics too. But just practice just resting your hand there and strumming down, you'll get it. Now I do get these requests every now and again to check out different riffs and melodies from my new album coming out next couple of months. So excited to be finished teaching. Oh, speaking of teaching, how cool is this? Some of my students gave me some gingerbread men. Thank you very much. And others, check it out. Amazing mug. So good. Heading back to the point of this video, I've been asked to play a verse riff or a melody from my new EP. Let's check that out. So that's just one of the riffs. There's so many different ones. Like there's some really nice chord progressions. And really the whole EP is built around this progression from a long time ago. Can't wait to show you more. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We've got so many more videos to go. Now, if I did not get to your comment from last time, I apologize. It'll be in the next one. We've got Hotel California, we've got Thunderstruck, we've got Billy Idol. I certainly didn't forget, just adding them into the next list because this video would be so long. But if there is a song you want to learn, a technique you want to learn, you're curious about something, you want to see me do something, play another instrument, sing, whatever, leave a comment below. I love this interaction. I'll see you all again. Thank you so much for watching.